guys, so this is Volta 42 with my very first car vlog. Don't worry, there's going to be some two-wheel action on this very video. And the reason I'm driving my car instead of my bike today is, well, the Harley is having problems again. It's with the rear wheel again, but now it's leaking from the sides, you know, where the rim meets the tire. This has happened before. I think I talked about it as well, but lately it was with the valve stem that is kind of in control with the silicone that I added.
Turn right toward Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Road.
Okay, so yeah, earlier this edge of the rim problem was kind of solved by...
Turn right toward Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Road, then turn left onto Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Road.
Yeah, so that was solved earlier by adding the puncture sealing liquid in the tire, but that is not really helping anymore, so I don't know what to do. I'll probably try to get the tire remounted, because that sometimes solves the problem.
To Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Road.
But I don't know. So yeah, I'm kind of looking out for some other two-wheeled options that I can ride, you know, when my Harley is down, and in general more frequently, something
in 300 meters,
more affordable.
Round the circle, take the second exit onto Saranjandas Road connection.
She's on the phone. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be looking out for some more affordable options in the two-wheel category. Something reasonably priced. Well, let's just say something kind of cheap, but still thrilling enough.
400 meters, turn right onto Saranjandas Road.
So yeah, what I have in mind is the Ather 450. It's a scooter. It's an electric scooter. If you're in India, especially if you're in Bangalore, you most likely already know about it, if you're into motorcycles and such. If not, well, it's probably the leading in terms of technology and innovation, kind of like a Tesla, but not that crazy powerful. It's probably the leading electric scooter in India, and presently it's only available in Bangalore. It's planned to be launching in Chennai soon, but it's still very limited in availability. There's a pretty long waiting period for it. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out, see if that suits me as a, you know, as a city scooter. Truth be told, I don't really have much scooter experience. The last time I rode one was in Phuket, Thailand.
Turn left after the Aeronautical Society of India on the left onto Swami Vivekananda Road.
And that was, I think, yeah, that was in 2013, so yeah, 6 years ago. The real reason, I mean, you might be thinking he rides a Harley, why is he looking for a small scooter?
Turn left onto 100 feet road.
And what's so bad about the Harley? The thing is, it's kind of frustrating to have these problems every now and then, you know. And I like riding, and when these things happen, it's not easy to fix. It takes time, takes money, so you have a lot of downtime as a result. And yeah, that if you're a rider, you can understand what I mean, right? You don't like having downtime. You don't like not being able to ride for so long. can't really, yeah, something like even at the lower end, Duke 390 would be like a pretty good second bike for me. Yeah, and at the moment I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend that much on a bike, you know, just right away. So yeah, I'm considering various options, and yeah, somehow a high-tech electric scooter does excite me, because I am a techie at heart.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, like I said, I'm not really having much scooter experience, so it doesn't feel incredibly fast. I mean, the throttle response, it's like, you know, to get going, it takes quite a bit of throttle input, but once you get going, it's fairly fast. I'm still in the ride mode, which is basically yeah, so the ride mode is basically the lower power mode. There's also the sport mode, I think, and I think I can switch using this. Yeah, now it's in sport. Yeah, now the response is better. Although I'm not accelerating from a standstill, but yeah, that's better. So we started at 59 kilometers. I switched to sport mode. Now it's at 50 kilometers range. Brakes are pretty good. Does not have ABS, but it has CBS, which is combined braking system. So we apply the rear brakes only, and it applies both the rear and the front. I don't know at what proportion. I would like to know that as well. I'm still taking it easy because, like I said, scooters, mainly the brakes, you know, on a motorcycle, I can instinctively apply the brakes, but on the scooter I have to think twice. Well, not think twice, but it doesn't happen as easily as it would be on a motorcycle. Okay, decent. That was full throttle acceleration. Do I take this or? Yeah, I missed that. I should have taken that. Got to test the brakes because of this guy. I mean, the brakes are good, but it's kind of like I'm not gonna know when it's gonna lock up, so that's a bit scary. Because these are scooter tires, it's pretty thin, just 90 mm on both sides, front and rear. And the dashboard, yeah, it's pretty good. I would really like to have ABS on this. You know, it's fun. It's a fun scooter. No engine noise. You know, a normal scooter, small scooter, 150cc or so, even a 125, you accelerate hard and you can actually hear the engine struggle. That's not really fun. But this one, it just whines. It sounds cool, you know. It kind of feels like it's doing it effortlessly. Yep, that was heartbreaking. Yeah, the indicators, again, because of my Harley, don't have much experience with these conventional types of indicators, but I don't get much feedback, when they're engaged, other than that sound. The sound is okay, it's not too loud, not too obtrusive, but it can be switched off as well if you don't want it. Okay, so even in sport mode, there's enough gradability in the throttle that you can, do small, it's not jerky, it doesn't jerk forward. And that's probably what I was calling a slow response initially, but I think in very tight spaces that can come in handy, because I'm used to the throttle response of my Harley, which is pretty, compared to this, definitely jerky. Oh, by the way, did I cancel the turn signal? Because we were supposed to have auto-canceling turn signals. So maybe it did cancel on its own. I don't remember if I did it. Okay, I want to stop somewhere here and set the navigation to the dealership just to test it out. I can go there on my own as well, but so motors off. Ather space, Ather Energy Experience Center, that's the one. Okay, 2.8 kilometers, 9 minutes. Let's start it. Up a bus stop. That's why he's coming over. You know, the reason I turned off the kill switch, I mean, this has a kill switch, although there's no engine running. That basically cuts off the throttle, so when you stopped, any accidental throttle inputs won't move the bike. I did that just for safety's sake, but like I said, there's enough play in the throttle in the initial stages that you won't have any, you should not have any really, you know, accidental movements from just a tiny bit of throttle movement, throttle input. Only if you open it pretty wide, and then yeah, then the bike is gonna go. Suspension is pretty good. At least over these small city bumps, better than my Harley, I would say. I'll switch over to ride mode now just to see the difference. Yeah, takes a bit more input to get moving. Yeah, it's a bit just about adequate, but yeah, I mean just about adequate for that move right there. But yeah, I would prefer to have it in sport mode. So you have to completely close the throttle, and by the way, I didn't really get to try out the regen. I had read that you have to close the throttle and then turn it the other way for regen to work, but I don't see it moving the other way. It just closes. So and even though not used to scooters, and this is a kind of a small scooter, I'm pretty comfortable on it. I am 5'9", and yeah, I'm not feeling cramped at all, not at all. See, that's how much throttle input it needs to get going in sport mode. Somehow, you know, the rear brake feels stronger than the front. Not sure why. Maybe because the rear applies both the front and the rear. but I'm having fun. Gonna just take a small detour. Let's see how the navigation system recalculates. Yeah, my braking is a bit jerky when I use the the rear brake. That's pretty good. You have to really open the throttle, but then it does perform in a pretty good way. Really adequate for the city. How do you accept? Okay, let's get back to the normal mode now. I'm gonna have to read up some more on how the controls work, because these are not at all conventional controls. That's a kill switch. This is basically, it's like a accept this or that, left or right. So that's also what you use to switch between the ride and sport modes. That's a start switch. I'm not sure exactly why they want to have a start switch, because there's a kill switch. So when you kill the motor and you want to turn it back on, like now the motor's off, turn back on, it doesn't turn on. You have to hit the brakes, keep the brakes on and hit the start switch, now it's on. So it's kind of redundant, in my opinion. Maybe just an additional safety feature for people, moving from petrol scooters, because they have to start the engine and then get moving. So, and this side, it's the horn, the indicators, and high and low beams, pretty conventional there. So all the smart stuff happens on the right, mainly these two switches and the touch screen, which, from what I've heard, does not work when you're moving as a safety feature. By the way, with my gloves, they have these conductive threads on the index and thumb, so yeah, it's working on the touchscreen. I have some problems on my phone with these gloves sometimes, but here it's working fine. Let's give it one last full throttle blast. I hope I don't overshoot the destination. Should be around here somewhere. Nope, little ahead. I think I overshot. Yeah, I did. Gonna turn back in here. I like the fact that they let you go on test rides without any supervision. Take your own time, take your own route. I did say 10 minutes, but yeah, that's okay. So you can kind of be on your own and check the things that you want to check. Okay, so I really like the scooter. Very smooth, like I said, and for the city, perfectly adequate performance. And I think the smoothness, right? No shifting, no engine noise, no engine. I mean, the thing with an electric motor is it's kind of seamless and even power delivery. It's not jerky or it's not jerky or kind of lacking in the low end or peaky or anything like that. It's a lot more uniform. And overall, I like the philosophy of the company. It's kind of like Tesla, they don't just take an existing concept and turn it electric. They design from the ground up with the new technologies and the new concepts in mind. The design reflects that, and when you just sit on the vehicle, you can kind of feel that it's different. And I didn't tell you guys, but I actually booked the scooter yesterday without even seeing it or touching it. So today, I mean, it's a refundable deposit, so it's not a big deal. The reason I did it early was because of the waiting period. So as of now, the deliveries are supposed to be anywhere from August to October. So it's a pretty long period. So I just went ahead and booked it because I thought I would like it, and I did. So yeah, as of now, kind of committed on this one. But yeah, it's still a pretty long time, and since it's a refundable deposit, things can change. Who knows? And it's not a big sum of money.
300 meters, turn right after St. Mary's statue, on the right onto Swami Vivekananda Road.
I know, yeah, for a scooter of this size, it's on the expensive side. But it's not just an ordinary scooter, right? It's pretty cool. And compared to motorcycles, I mean, yeah, you could get, I don't know what I could get for that price. Maybe some 125, 150 cc's, or maybe even more. I'm not sure. I'm really not aware of the current prices for small motorcycles. They would probably perform a little better than this. I mean, if you just talk about twisting the throttle all the way and going, probably accelerate faster, go faster, definitely go faster. This one only has a top speed of like 90 kilometers per hour. It's like 55 miles an hour, which again is adequate for the city. On the highway, you have to be patient. So yeah, that's the update, guys. For the Harley, like I said, next step is to try remounting the tire. That does not help. I don't know what to do. The last resort would be changing the wheel, and I'm sorry to say I can't afford that right now. It's gonna be more than 100,000 rupees here, I think. A new wheel. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Just a wheel, guys. Maybe I can claim insurance on it. I don't know. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna bore you more with rambling on while sitting in a car. I don't know when my next motor vlog is gonna be. It's not that the Harleys are not rideable. It's definitely rideable for short periods. Just fill up air and go.
Turn right after St. Mary's statue, on the right onto Swami Vivekananda Road.
But the air will probably leak out in a couple of hours, and we have to stop and refill. It's not fun. I can't commute on it, like I said, because it's not convenient filling air where I park in my office. So let's see. I don't know when my next motovlog is gonna be. Hopefully soon, because I do plan to take it to the Harley dealer sometime. Maybe not this weekend, maybe next. Try to get the tire remounted and ask for suggestions. If you guys have any suggestions for that wheel leak without replacing the wheel. I know one way to do it is to put in an inner tube. That should work, right? But I don't really want to do it because of safety reasons. Because the tubes, there's a chance that it will just burst if there's a puncture, causing an immediate deflation of the tire, and that can be dangerous. So that's one of the reasons people want to switch to tubeless tires nowadays for safety, because especially on a motorcycle, you don't want the tires to immediately deflate, because that's gonna immediately throw off the handling of the motorcycle and could really potentially cause an accident. Alright then, bye from Volatile 42. Take care.